so clean.
Oh, here he's found it, kids. And you are also playing with your new toy.
I am. Leave me alone.
Exactly. So
Leave
shut
me
the fuck
alone.
up.
Leave me alone, everyone. God. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the Bamcast podcast. The Bamcast, as always, is the home of the anti-PC. Shout out to Boomjaw Physics, as always, for the intro song. Link in the bio. You know, all this info shall be there. Thank you, CaliforniaApparel.com, for the sponsorship. 35% off anything you like. Call it BAM35. We love you. That's the promo code.
You remember?
Alright, guys, I remembered. I know, Bob. I know. Fuck off.
No.
Shout out to everybody who's listening. Shout out to the local listenership. Shout out to the international listenership. Shout out to the people in the house. You know where we got this from. If you know, you know. I hope you guys enjoyed that clip with Sir Jizzle, the Jizz, where we spoke about.
Oh,
He can
pause.
be the Jizz.
Strong pause.
Nah,
Do
he
not
can-
call the dog the jizz.
But he can be the ladies' Jizz, bro.
Don't call my friend Skeet.
I made him pause.
I paused it from a long time. Shut the fuck
Anyway, yo, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for all of you who are watching on the YouTube page. 3 mics again, nigga.
up. Yeah, we lit.
Our guest, the
open
great,
this bitch.
the one. You're gonna hear me call him Dus. You're gonna hear me call him El Uno. You're gonna hear me call him Nick. You're gonna hear me call him all the things. Introduce yourself, bro.
What's that?
Introduce yourself.
Oh, see, the thing is, you guys have all these cool earphone and things going on, so my hearing isn't as
This is a public
great.
service announcement.
He does this every
Please
week.
do not try to be like.
I tried to point to him, you're going to go to the next song. Not paying attention to
I hate that Bob No has headphones. Okay, don't worry.
He's hearing everything. Eh?
Don't worry. Don't
It's
worry.
amazing.
It's Dus. Introduce yourself.
All right. So I am Nicholas Dusard, Taekwondo practitioner. Travel
Champion.
and do a whole bag of things.
And a practitioner like he's not El Uno, you know?
Like he's not El
Listen,
Uno.
listen, no,
the
no,
one,
listen.
the one, the killer,
You see, the thing is-
killer, the one, the Don.
I have to make Martin say all of those things, you know, because you see,
Yeah.
you can't say all of that.
You
know.
can't boost yourself.
You can't boost yourself. Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah.
you just have to call your name and tell what you do, and then
I fully agree with this. Just shift that way 1 sec.
yeah.
Mud, there we go. Producer Tina did a bad job at queuing us up, but we're free now. Anyway,
Wow, her face.
anyway, you don't know. Yo, for you guys that don't know it, all right? Like, Martin used to do the kickboxing, the taekwondo, the competitive thing at a very light level.
Martin was top 10 in the country.
The competitive thing at a very light level. Okay,
Yes.
this is the
National
one.
team.
This
Yeah.
is the one. This is
World
captain.
Championship.
This is world championship team captain. This is the man. This is the one. Like, don't worry. I'm not gonna like be boosting him the whole episode, but I just think it's real dope to pre. Right? This man has done things
To his
That-
body.
to his
poor
body, to other people.
All the catching weight thing.
Bruh,
That's the worst part.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that, but like, just talk about like, who is Nicholas Dusard, bro?
So I am a country boy from rural Manchester, and then I came to Kingston and I watched a lot of Power Rangers. And then I started this Taekwondo thing, and then there were a lot of people who had their parents coming for them, and unfortunately I had to take the bus. So I just had to work hard and hard and hard and hard, and then one day I got a call that they wanted me to go to some New York thing. Time I don't even have passport, much as visa and all of them thing, you know. And it took me probably 3 times going to the embassy before I got the passport for that visa, and then finally get a bus in 2003. After I get the bus there, things just grew from there, you know, till
Shut off,
Yes,
skyrocketed,
yes.
if you will, but not because of links. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm just saying this, just getting this out of people's minds, because a lot of people think in Jamaica, right? Yeah, man, links make you bust. Links is why things gone. Guys, I ain't trying to like be nice to this, brother, but as a person who also used to compete, there is competitors and there are champions. and there's a champion walking right here, right? Like, just this was dope. Like, I'll put clips in if nothing. Don't worry, I'll put clips in at like the end of the episode. Like, this was dope. And you just started from what the hell is this Taekwondo thing?
Yeah. From picking mangoes in rural Manchester to, I kind of saw Taekwondo as a way out. In 1999, when I just started, I saw this team go to the World Championship in Argentina. And I'm like, I want to do that. I see them, hopefully. I saw them and everybody were there, took so many pictures. They had this amazing album and everybody was like, yeah, man, this guy passed first round and that guy passed first round. And yeah, so it was a good performance. And I'm like,
Passing first round was a good performance.
I said, I want to do that. And Master Lou at the time said, don't worry yourself, Nick, your time going come. And I said, boy, Master Lou, I don't know about this trying to pass first round thing. This I know my clavish that more win something, So I was always motivated to be the best that I can be, not necessarily And then if you ask, like a lot of the people who saw me coming up, they'd tell you that I was not the most talented person in the room.
But you work harder than everybody else in the room.
I think I worked harder than everybody else in the room. I had jacked up hips. My split was terrible, and people were like, "What this? You not flexible? You look awkward." And what? Him not go, And
I'm so happy you said these things, right? Because not to cut or diminish in any way, right? It's more of, this is how your work ethic has impacted me. Because just how you talk about things is how Bob pre-me talking about things, and my sister, where it's like, yeah, something I have to do, dog, but I can't. I'm like, yeah, but just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Like, just do it. I'd rather just do it and be the best one doing the shit than to not do the shit. You get me?
Yeah.
That come from him. Like, start Taekwondo. You're a white belt. Everybody starts from a white belt.
Yeah,
you see people doing stuff and you go, I want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Does that, at what belt, should I say, did that like click for you, or did that click from the beginning?
Like at a younger belt, right? Like at white belt, I was always between.
For those who don't
cricket
know,
and
let us
Taekwondo.
just tell the belt system of
Okay.
ITF Taekwondo. It is white belt.
Yeah.
We're going solid colors.
We're going solid colors.
Everything between has a stripe. So you go white belt, yellow belt, green, blue, red,
and
black.
Yeah.
And then levels of black. Okay?
Yeah.
So basic white. So you're the basic white.
Basic
Cricket
white.
and Taekwondo.
Cricket and Taekwondo. The two whites, like white clothes for cricket, white clothes for Taekwondo, and I just couldn't decipher which one should
Bob,
I really.
Bob, why for the white clothes for cricket again?
Okay, stand up in the sun and it's hot.
It's hot, man.
And
You have
it
to
is called the.
reflect
It is a gentleman's
It's a
sport.
gentleman's game, eh?
You're not supposed to get dirty. You're supposed to go back in clean.
And the
clean.
white meaning in the white belt is
Innocence.
Innocence.
yeah,
You're not spilling no blood there.
the beginning.
New beginning. You're not
And
killing nobody yet, you know?
You know what?
Yeah.
No blood, no spilling.
No,
All right, so you're between the
Cricket,
gentleman's sport
yeah,
and
and
your innocence of Taekwondo.
Yeah, and boy,
The violence got the better of you.
no, say for a long time, up to about blue belt, I it was cricket, to be honest. I stayed in blue belt for so long. Master
What
Lou,
position you did playing cricket?
I was a all-rounder, bowled off spin and batted in the middle order, somewhere about 5 or 6 thereabout.
West Indies need one of them there. No, you could
West Indies need a miracle.
True, but you could have do something for we.
Yo,
So you do something in another way.
I do something in another way, and boy, two of them couldn't work together. I did stop training. It's always like me train for one and not train for the other. It was always like that. So when I was giving a lot of attention to cricket, I was going to Taekwondo late, and I wasn't training enough. And my mother draw me about it one time still and said, "Listen, you need to go Taekwondo, you know." But you see, the thing is, Taekwondo helped with not just the martial arts section of it, because I found role models myself, like I said, rural boy, and you come from there, most of the like bush man talking. I mean, like
You found people who, well, I don't even think like you have to emphasize the fact that bush, because I didn't come from bush. I come from parents who worked real hard, and I came from parents who worked real hard to make me not come from bush. But even then, young men find things that they like.
Yeah.
Either you're going to find fuckery,
Yeah.
or you're going to find like something that
Yeah.
inspires you. You connect them and they inspired me. You also
real.
found people before that who inspired
me.
you.
Yeah.
So it
So I was
doesn't.
drawn to that.
It's inspiration finds its footing.
Yeah.
You don't even have to come from nothing. That's what I wanted that, because there are people here who listen from all over. So it's not about coming from nothing, but anybody from anywhere can find inspiration in
somewhere.
anyone.
Yeah, anything. Yeah, for real. So I found another family, to be honest, like father figures.
All of us.
Yeah. So then
Because the dogs is making noise.
I was at Blue Belt and my mother raced me up, like I say. And then after I get the race up, I decided, alright, I'm going to take this thing serious. I'm going to go grade and get through the levels. I was a junior on the local scene. I was doing my thing, But like I said, outworking everybody in the room. That was always it. I was training with the kids. I was training with the adults. I was training everybody. Every time they were training, I would train there. Saturdays I would go. And me and one instructor there, and him watch some TV, me do some training, watch some TV, but I was always at the gym. I was a gym rat. I was always doing some sort of something. Yeah, and after I got that, my boss must say, like in 2003, went to New York at the Queen's Taekwondo Open, and I won that. And the next year, I went to the Pan Am Games as a junior in Paraguay, and I was the first junior to go to one of those games and win double gold medal. I win a gold medal, but I won two, right? And so
Because he's not champ. He's champ.
yeah.
Champ.
Yeah, and so after that happened, it just went better and better. And then after I leave junior, all the seniors were like, yeah man, you go on, that you be a little picnic and fight. So when they come as adult, we're going to box your ass.
Alright, one sec, just because I can hear it. There you go.
There I go.
There you go. What was that actually like? Like, what the transition from fighting juniors to fighting seniors? Was it starkly different, or was it just like, bitch, I done had y'all numbers?
Listen. I
Smoke.
the first time I competed as an adult, right? I fought in the junior division the day earlier, and I won the junior division. And my instructor said,
You competed in both adult and junior division in the same day.
same day. Yeah.
I don't think you guys understand how much of a burn on the body that is. All right, rounds. All right, fighting 1 or 2 times in a day, cool, but the adrenaline is shit. Rounds burns the body.
Oh yeah.
You competed in the juniors and murdered
Juniors
them.
killed it. Went
And then
in
you
the
went-
seniors,
Oh, with the body done on third gear.
then killed that too. And I'm like, huh.
Oh shit!
So I was like, wait, aren't you guys supposed to be flogging me? Because that's what I was told. So listen,
Flogging is the word this man just said. He was expecting to be beaten down, and he just murdered these dogs.
and them, even like, because when I made the team, right? I made the team as a junior. I was the first junior to make the team. So I was there, and even in training, my own teammate, they matter about it. Man, you be a little picnic and fight, man. What you need coming out of religion? My very own teammates at the time, So when the day came, I was like, yeah, man, let's do this. Yeah.
If iron sharpen iron and iron training with you, why you feel like Fiend Steel not just as
Exactly.
sharp as yours? Fiend Steel younger, it hasn't seen as much battle. It's been able to why on the flag? Like,
It's man, dog.
It's man thing.
That's
Yeah,
just
that's
how-
how man say.
I was about I wanted to say this earlier, right?
Hazy.
2 podcasts ago,
Mhm.
they were talking about football, and
Yeah.
I felt like man excluded for a bit, but it's my podcast, so I just Bob, I apologize because it's me and Dust, but I know that you don't mind because he actually prees the sports in general, so it's fun. It's not
Sport
my-
ball.
We can talk about cricket, Maji.
No, we
We can
can.
talk about
Martin doesn't
Not
like
yet.
cricket.
oh,
No, I actually don't
Bombay.
mind. I actually don't mind cricket. I actually don't mind.
Martin's a hater.
No, I can't watch cricket. I have no problem like speaking about it.
Listen,
I like the highlights of 2020 cricket. I can't
You're a
watch
pleb.
Test cricket.
you're a casual. You're a
I am.
filthy
I am.
casual.
I am. I am. I am. And I am.
2020 is not cricket. 2020 is just for the masses, dog.
It's for the people.
He's-
What's cricket? Test
He
cricket?
says
No,
this.
Test cricket is disgusting.
What's cricket?
That's from my grandfather.
Yeah. So
One day is
one
bad.
day, so
Yeah.
50 over. Okay.
Yeah, you get everything that's nice and concise.
But them not go bust it in the Olympics, guy too.
I think
No,
he like
unless them do like 5 over
thinks I'm
cricket.
supposed to feel bad about
10,
this, but
10,
I don't.
T10, T10.
I don't. Garbage.
T10 cricket, the Olympics.
Yeah.
All right, so those.
Yeah.
You
Make sure
compete.
my old is right. Yeah.
Don't know. Talking at the label.
Talking that label, yeah.
Is you get me? It's just one of those little things.
Yeah, man, it works.
But trust me. These mics pick you up anyway. Bob's hearing the ants march right now.
Okay.
All right, so dog, you
Mm.
compete.
Yeah.
Your first time as a senior,
First time. I've
expecting
seen
floggings.
it. Well, that's what they told me I was gonna get. I'm not sure I expected it, but
Alright,
that's what
alright.
that's what I was
You were
promised.
told. You were briefed.
Yes, man.
You were
Why?
you were prepped
Yes.
for a flogging.
A flogging. Once I step up into the adult division, I was gonna get a flogging. That's what I was told. Yes.
And then you hand out the motherfucking ass whoopings.
Yep.
How'd
It
you
was
feel?
it was sweet, man. It
How'd
was
you
sweet.
feel?
It was sweet because
Because-
it's not sweet on the day, you know. It's sweet, you know. See, I go back at training on Tuesday, and those same mofos who were talking about
all
the flogging
that smoke.
had to be in the same class with you. Yeah, that's when it's nice.
Kicking extra sharp.
That's when it's
Extra
nice.
fresh when Mr. Chin saying do the push-ups.
You know-
Extra nice. Extra crisp.
You know what we said to them after, you know.
Yo, big up Coach Chin.
Say, yo, okay, me realize a bad man, them, you know, them kick a bag really nice. That's what I said. So, oh,
I call them gym heroes.
yeah, man. Them kind of. Listen, I'm not saying you all the youth them on the team never good, are really good guys, but you know, sometimes
There when the pressure's on and the clutch decisions have to be made, that's when you separate champion caliber fighters from good fighters. There are things I do where I've gone, I feel good about that. I've never done some of the shit I've seen this nigga do. Alright? It's totes different. Totes different. Totes different. Alright? So, now you starting competing in the adult division and thing. Did you find success, or did you was it a one here, a lost here, a one here, a lost here, or were you just on a tear?
to tell you the truth, like the transition from junior to senior, like it
Was nothing.
It was nothing.
It was
Like
nothing.
and not even locally, you know, because locally I went from junior and to senior in the same day, like I told you, right? And because I fought that division and
The
won.
rounds of that, I think you guys don't appreciate.
Yeah, it's rough. It's
It-
very rough.
bruh.
Very rough. Very, very rough. So after winning that championship, I get to work on these nice. I get to hear everything.
Yeah,
Mad.
buddy.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I won that same year that I won, we went to the Pan Am Games in 2008, and that was Brazil. It was a fantastic trip. But I still had the age where I could fight as a junior, or I could fight as a senior, right? Because
Did they give you the opportunity to fight both?
no, I had to.
You had to pick
Well, I didn't have to pick. Of course, the coaching and the management picked and decided. They're like, well,
senior.
we don't want no junior medal because it won't be as great. So
They want the
You know what?
smoke.
go and fight senior.
Yeah,
And
buddy.
I tell you, Brazil 2008. That's probably maybe the second hardest
Wait,
competition.
Brazil
I've been in.
2008? Was that not the team where the juniors also came with you? Was that I was on that trip.
Some of the juniors came, of course.
I was on
juniors
that
came.
trip. It was me, Dominic, Bradley, Ashley.
Yes.
I was on that trip.
Yes, that was the trip that I
Oh my
went.
god, I had no idea that because I'm in my own little world as a junior.
Yeah.
Just as on that Brazil trip. When you said Brazil, it came back to me. That was your first time.
That was my very first time as a senior.
Damn, look at that. I had my own struggle. He had his own struggle. Oh shit.
Yeah.
God, bro, I remember you yo, no smoke, but you can hear this, so I can whisper. Remember when Kenneth got the swelly?
Swelly.
The
Yeah,
swelly,
man,
swelly.
that's that out, man.
Love you,
Swelly
Ken.
eye.
Love you, Ken.
Swelly. Big swelly.
So how'd that go for you? Because it's even sicker for me. People, I hope you're enjoying this, but it's even sicker for me because I was on the team with this man, and it was not an night before the weigh-ins. Man, them hungry and man, them skinny. Man, them
maga.
Right? Wait off a mic, and we are greeted with a little vegetable and water.
Look at lettuce.
I didn't want to say what it was.
Look at lettuce.
It was
lettuce.
It was little lettuce and a grape, some water. We had to do the sauna and thing, and like we had to get our patterns right. We had to get the sparring right, and
that.
Making weight sucks shit, dog.
The worst. And them days, I am trying to get 138 pounds. 138 pounds.
Which is super, super, super tiny. Because
what was your walk around?
No, like probably 155.
So you were trying to cut 20 pounds basically.
At what age? Because age is a factor, right?
Yeah, well, no, it was 18, right? So I could have done that, right? But
So
I did that up to 2014.
Bro, I was 16 going on 17, trying to
So
make.
I tell you, man, exactly.
No, but it's no,
What
but
you know?
no, but
What
it's different.
gets me
But it's
about athletes, dog, is just to be as you say, a championship person.
you have to be
You
willing
have
to
to be a
suffer.
fucking masochist.
Yeah.
No,
You have to
suffer.
be really.
You have to suffer
you have
for
to
the
really
smoke,
suffer.
man.
You really
Yeah.
have to suffer.
No.
And the thing is, the sufferation longer than the
Your body
participation.
fat. You probably
All
had
the
like
time, every
Yeah.
time.
You had less than 10% body fat.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure.
All right, yo.
Just
all right,
lean,
because
mean muscle machine.
This is a beautiful thing that we're going to segue into, right? And we're going to trust me. We're going to go back to the talk of Brazil because we're going to then get into the fun parts of this. But if I was to say my most successful trip on a squad at all of my team trips are with this guy. My most successful trip was as a blue belt at the ISKA US Open.
US Open, yeah.
I won gold the day in continuous sparring. Continuous.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
take
what I'm
it.
getting.
I'll take
Yeah,
it. I'll
yeah.
take it. Right. This man used to go on tears of 3-4 day a time fights. He would. I'd share a room with him, and our Olympic athlete Taekwondo guy Kenneth himself tagged in. I'll tag him in the bio even though he's not here because these my big bros. But Tina, could you do me a favor and she's gonna bring some of your accolades over here, bro. For those of you who are listening, we'll describe it. For those of you who are watching, you'll get to see it.
Yeah.
Just bro, talk about some of this stuff.
Like I carried these because like somebody like I have so many medals and trophies and stuff.
For full,
but some of them don't really.
I asked him to
Not
bring
as
the ones that mean stuff
great
to him.
and stuff, But yeah, I mean we can put that on last. This we won. This was a team event medal in 2014.
Show them.
2014.
Flip it that way. There you go.
Yeah, the Jamaican team won its first team sparring medal at an international event, and I was the captain of this trip. And my stroller was dislocated in the individuals, and then I went to fight the team, and then the team beat Argentina. It was great. Like this was probably one of the happiest moments because we were on home soil, right? This thing here, Martin, you were here. This was when we went to Brighton.
Brighton, yes.
We went to Brighton.
Yes,
this was
I
probably
remember
one
that.
of the toughest trips I've had.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was cold.
Pissed blood a little bit.
Yeah, that was rough for you.
Yeah.
It was a
It
rough trip.
was a shitty
Yeah,
trip.
it was a shit. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was 2012.
Silver medal,
the
Brighton.
ITF World Cup. It was cold in Brighton.
As hell, it would rain every 2 minutes.
There was like 6 of us in our room trying to catch weight that day. We lock up and we make a sauna out of the bathroom.
Martin, Nick, Kenneth, O'Shane, Shamar, just suffering.
Man. Yeah. So that one was big, and this is the one in Brazil. This is what I won in Brazil. So if you look at that picture, that was 2008.
I have my bronze medal from there upstairs. I won a bronze medal at that time.
Yeah, man, that was my first. And at that, you see my skinny? Yeah, you see my
Show-
maga, you
just-
see my face.
Tina, make sure you get pictures of that,
Yeah,
so we
man,
can post.
Maga.
Yeah.
Hungry.
Yeah.
Before. And I brought this.
Finally, tell us about this, bro.
This is because Taekwondo has so many. It has WTF and ITF.
Nick,
right?
use both of your hands to talk about the greatness of this trophy. I'll hold this for you.
Okay. Yeah. So now this trophy I won this at my first World
It's
Taekwondo
huge.
competition. So like the events that I was talking about was International Taekwondo Federation. Now the World Taekwondo Federation is what's in the Olympics, and because of my success in one, I decided to, or the management and coach, and I decided to go over into the other.
Man realized he was Olympic caliber talent.
So we went to train for about a week in this new sport because kicking is kicking and punching is punching. And then we went to this Garden State Cup in New Jersey where Koreans and all those people were fighting.
Training for their entire... Koreans have an academy in which they train for their entire lives.
Yep.
This
It's
man
their-
who play
it's
cricket
their
said,
sport.
yo, you know what I mean, dog?
It's literally its name is Korean.
Foot is foot, punch is punch. Let me take a week.
That's
We're
exactly what we said,
Jamaican
you know.
dog. We know barefoot style.
Yeah, so we went to New Jersey. Kenneth and I actually went to New Jersey for a week. And we went the Sunday and competed the Saturday. The Sunday, yeah, we went the Sunday, competed the Sunday. And I was overall champion for the lightweight division. So yeah, that is legit. That was 2000 and what that say? 7? Yeah.
God damn. Yeah, we're keeping this shit right in the middle of the pod. No, Bobby
Blocking
can't be
me.
there. Blocking
It
your
a
face.
block you, Bob.
Tina.
No, don't call Tina. Just move
Just
it.
put it on the.
Yeah, giving it back to Tina.
Okay. Little T.
I'm not calling her to move it.
Little T, producer of the podcast. Sadus,
Yo.
you live here. Well, all right. At the time, you did the Taekwondo thing. I know that you have made yourself known on the world stage of just competitive martial arts.
Yeah.
Because people know your name, my guy. Like Jamaica is synonymous in the Taekwondo space with Kenneth and with Nicholas Dusard. And then, because trust me, guys, when we get to Tangential Lane, we're talking fun stuff, and you're gonna find out who Kenneth is. But we're gonna talk about for a bit, where he is now. You're in Canada. You are pursuing scholastic.
Well.
Or were you? What you doing?
Not in Canada, Like I left Jamaica after I did bachelor's in engineering, civil engineering. I actually went to Trinidad to do a master's in construction management.
I remember that. Shout out to Coach Rampere.
Yeah, for sure. He was very big on that, in helping me do that. So that's over. I mean, no, to be honest, I want to concentrate on, doing my Taekwondo and, of course, making some money.
Big facts. Always secure the bag.
Always secure the bag, it is. Like, I am happy that I am on here because I want to learn some things from you with this vlogging and video stuff, because I think I have, especially martial arts content that I can
you
share.
want to learn things from me?
Yeah. Of course. Listen, you can learn from anybody. You see your studio and things set up nice here, so and bag of people watch and thing, and beer things are going on the Bamcast and thing. I want to learn that too.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
How sick is it when people want to learn from you?
Exactly. Yeah, man, one thing I learned that you can learn from anybody, you just have to humble yourself more time. Like, I can probably teach you some time.
Humble and don't stumble,
Yeah, man, no stumbling.
Bob, that goes directly against what you think is the epitaph of every Jamaican.
Yeah, cause every Jamaican believes and nobody know more than me.
But Nick just said,
Humble and don't stumble.
Humble and don't stumble, man.
But a Rasta man know the true way and the light, and a Rasta man said things like that. Humble and don't stumble.
See there?
The average Jamaican man is irascible, ignorant.
the word, all right.
No.
Nick, just look at him and what? Irascible
Is what
is what
Jamaicans
Jamaicans think
when they say ignorant.
when they say ignorant for smutty.
Yeah.
Irascible means quick to anger.
Yeah.
So I still don't
Shout out to
understand
the
how I
Bamcast.
be
You can always
ignorant
learn
for someone.
something.
Yeah, man.
So,
Yeah, man. So, like, I want to do some of that thing too, right? Because I think I have some content that I can put out there.
Man
you know?
says some content. I think you have fucking amazing world caliber content.
True, maybe.
Who knows better about what war is like than a man under fire?
True.
Right?
Real thing can give you like real good personal experience kind of thing. Yeah.
Bro, I remember once we were training and this may sound well done, alright guys, but just it's not. Okay? When sparring and boxing, right, and like you're used to kickboxing, you're used to making range with the legs, range with hands, and you're like, alright, let's just take away the legs. You flinch until you get used to it. And I remember once Nick went, Coach, you know what's the big difference? I stopped closing my eyes when I'm moving from punches. And I went, yo, that's a good point. And dog, it's no one is born ready for a punch in the face. You train your mind to be able to see a punch in the face coming and don't go, It's not simple. You want to try? Find somebody, ask them punch you in the face.
Yo, that actually changed my competitive life, like learning
Just
that. Listen,
open their eyes.
just open your eyes, cause what I realized, right, like when somebody punch you in your face, like if somebody's going to punch me in my eye, it's not doing any harm to my eyeball, right? If I'm getting hit in my eye and I close my eye, it's still hot, or if I open my eye, it's still hot. You understand? But when I close my eyes, I can't move from it because I can't see it. But if I close my eyes, I can maybe dodge it.
So you just whoops.
And that's what I realize. Because when I close my eyes, room the man hit me, and then I try hit him back and him gone. Because after I get hit me, I have to open my eyes, see where him there and try hit him.
But if you open the eye when it coming, and you be able
You
to
can
just
move
like,
and boom and hit at the same time. Exactly.
Alright, there you go.
So that did help.
Collision theory.
Yeah.
Collision theory. Kenneth explained that to me one time because I tried to be like you for a bit, whereas I tried to counter blah blah blah. Kenneth was like, "No, dog, you're not the quickest person off the block, but you're a bit of a brick. Go forward."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everybody have them own stew.
Everybody
kind
have
of
them
vibe.
own thing, man. Yeah.
Everybody have them own stew kind of vibe, right? So here's who this guy Kenneth is, right, guys? And it always used to be me, Nick, Kenneth in a room. Who Bob is to me is who Kenneth is to Nick, right? And it would just, I don't know why it would be us in a room, but I've never once complained. Because it was always the best vibe, right? Like, it's just big brother, medium brother, little brother.
Yeah.
And everyone knew their spot. And the vibe was, cutting weight sucks, traveling sucks, not being able to eat what you used to sucks. But it's when your room nice,
It make it better, yeah?
way better,
man, it
dog.
make it way better.
Way better, bro. Way better. It's so sick too, because people actually start to appreciate, what you're going through. For instance, there was a time when I knew Nick had to compete the next day for qualification rounds kind of vibe, and I don't remember what Kenneth was doing, but Kenneth wasn't there yet. But just to my mind, I was like, all right, cool. When Kenneth come back, he might be, kind of loud kind of vibe. So I just gave Kenneth my spot and was like, nah, let Nick sleep. Because just have him, just have to perform tomorrow. The dog have to compete. And it's when people compete on the team, even if it's not you, and them win, might as well be you win. You know what I mean?
That is the team vibe. That is definitely always the team vibe.
It's correct. If you lose, nobody looking at you in your face and going, yeah, dog, you get fucked up. If we're training, then you get fucked up, though.
Yeah, everybody I got to tell you. Because enough man, like, in training, right?
All the time.
Yeah.
But we can joke on us. Nobody else can joke on us. And when one of we perform and, like, becomes El Uno, the one. Mythical levels of things. You know what I mean? Like, we all big up it. Like, yeah, boy. I'm going to tag all the man them.
Yeah, tag everybody.
I'm going to tag everybody in this. I hope everybody watches. Hope everybody has fun.
Well, I mean, if them don't start watching yet, we'll definitely forget them start watching, eh?
But, those don't even live here anymore. Because, dog, it growth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much more in this world. There is a saying and a quote, I believe it's from a book, don't remember where it's from, but many a men die in the same little corner they were born in. only a few travel, learn, and see the pages of the world.
Mm-hmm.
You've started doing that, and
Yeah.
you are in another country. Now, my main question, right, for everyone that leaves a spot to go to another spot, Bob, I have a question for you too soon. What is it like adjusting to a new culture / society, being an outsider?
Yeah.
Not when I say outsider, I don't mean it, in any gaijin kind of vibe. But it's just a fact of the matter what it is. If these people grew up on a block their whole life and then you move there,
Yeah, you're new on the block. You're outside of it.
You're
Yeah.
not one of them.
Yeah, for real.
So what's that like?
You know, I've had to start over twice, right? Because I did leave here and I went to Trinidad, right? Though it be it for school, it was.
I didn't even think of the Trinidad vibe.
Yeah, man. I went to Trinidad and that was a different kind of thing to what Canada was, right? Because I went there and I had Taekwondo people there, so there were people there who I knew.
You had you had an extended family.
I had
kind
an
of vibe.
extended family, right? So from Jamaicans who were in Taekwondo in Jamaica left and started Taekwondo in Trinidad, and then I have a big family in Trinidad, right? So that was easy to adjust to.
You had
Right.
people who respected you.
Yeah. I went over
off
there.
rip.
I went over there as the Nicholas Dusard, pretty much. Right, so that was a different thing versus going to Canada where
You left Jamaica being a big fish in a small pond to go to Trinidad where you're not as big of a competitor, but you are at least known in the pond.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
the big old ocean of nowhere else being an ant.
being an ant, exactly. And but for me, you see, I believe in learning and learning new things and new places and new people and how different things work. Like if you stick to traditions all the time, okay, my grandparents were farmers and my mother is this, and they know maybe that's what I should be. But I wanted to do something different and be something different. You know what I mean? And I just think like Canada have different opportunities that I can tap into. Like I went to Canada and I learned so much. Like not about Taekwondo, but like about not settling and not like I respect what you are doing here because it's so different, right? And people might one day come to you and say, "Yo, why are you doing this thing, brother? What's this? Go and do something traditional." You know what I mean? Like people will say them things, but
It's a thing we've heard.
When people say them things, them want to tell them about them parts. You get what I say?
They just don't know.
I mean, even for me, culinary wise, wanting to cook food,
Yeah.
that's not a nowhere near a
it's not
traditional.
a
No, it's not a
traditionally male
traditional
thing.
thing.
No,
It's not
no.
a
Funnily
traditionally
enough,
male
the
thing.
best,
to
the
do.
top chefs in the world are all men.
No, the top chefs in the world are all men, and
But that is
tradition-
what 2%.
No, but previously the top chefs in the world are men. Traditionally, it is not a male activity.
Yeah.
To cook.
Evolutionarily, it is.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because the men hunted and the hunters cooked.
So somewhere between how people evolved and societal norms, there was a break. By the way, guys, tangential lane. Love you guys. Tangential lane, by the way, bro, is we're gonna definitely keep talking about what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
But tangents can occur, right? So that's why we call it tangential lane.
Okay.
So it just imagine when you're in the barber shop and you're getting a lineup and you're just talking that shit. That's tangential lane. But yeah, so you were talking about being in a new spot, like just being an ant in an ocean, adjusting. Give us some caveats, not some gems of knowledge, just some little things that you've noticed. Like for instance, just to help you, when I wasn't here for a bit, and I was in Southampton, I noticed people in Jamaica, while rude when they're ready, are also a lot more "good morning, sir" kind of vibe.
Yeah, man. I find that. Like, I go on the train, and I'm like, "Good morning," with my happy, "So good morning," like with their earphones and like, okay, whatever, So yeah, so that kind of thing. I had to, like I still go there and be myself and say good morning to everybody who is there, But when I don't get it back, and not like, oh, these people
You
are
don't
out
feel
of-
offended?
No, I don't feel offended. This is that's just their thing, and everybody want to keep to themselves, you know. Like I can never get over their like the jokes sometimes, you know. Like sometimes I'm like, listen, I can't laugh at that. That is like, ugh.
What's an example of one of those?
Oh my God, you really want me to remember back that? You know, I try for forget them kind of thing. Them it's like this guy telling me a thing about, oh, you know, when the recession hit, I got my PhD, pizza delivery guy. I'm like, Pizza Hut delivery. I'm like, who? And people are laughing, and I'm like, that's not funny.
At all.
That isn't funny. You know, but of course, okay, he told a joke. Let's be polite because Canada is a very polite society, right? So, okay, he was trying to make a joke, so let's
Polite
laugh
at the
it.
risk of ignoring people.
Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
how to put it.
like, it's a weird society.
Mm.
You know, in Canada they had to change their insurance laws because in a car accident, if you say I'm sorry, legally that's you admitting guilt or admitting fault. But in Canada, because of the society and everybody says they're sorry,
Yeah.
they had to change it.
Everybody just was admitting to guilt.
Mhm.
So what do you do? What do you do if two people say I'm sorry? Like if I hit Nick's car and I go I'm sorry and
Then
Nick
you can
goes I'm
both
sorry.
claim.
They can both
You can
claim.
both say that other person said I'm
Okay,
sorry.
he said I'm sorry, so
So it's
he
his fault.
really it's his
Yeah.
fault. Yeah, but you said you're sorry.
I see why laws had to be changed.
Yeah, makes sense. Make all heap sense.
I completely understand why laws had to be changed there.
Mhm.
But like fitting in though, like what I find, the people who I associate with, like networking is such a big thing in countries, right? Like
Isn't
like-
there a bit of a Jamaican hub community?
there is, you know, there.
Diaspora.
Let me tell you, you know,
Diaspora.
diaspora.
God, Bob saw me scratching my head a while ago for that term.
Listen, I like meeting Jamaicans, but here's my thing, right? Like, I just think I think differently now than Jamaicans because Jamaicans see North America as a bed of roses and the bigger opportunity.
No.
I see it as green. I see it as grass, just the same. Like people think, oh, I want to go to North America because there's greener grass.
Free is for the freeloaders.
It's
Same
just
grass.
the same grass me go over there.
Leave
go
us
see.
dead
Same
in the
dra-
streets
grass.
to be their
As a
organ
matter of
donors.
fact, a lot of people, especially here in Jamaica, don't realize that you're out here in Jamaica working one job and you're still living.
Mhm.
You may not be able to braff, as the kids say nowadays,
What does braff mean?
to show off,
Listen, I
To-
heard that
to
thing,
floss.
and what I came up with, or what I think it means, is broke,
Mhm.
right after foolishly frolicking.
Mhm.
Bruv. That's
I
what
like
it
that.
is.
I like that.
Because
I like that. Broke after foolishly frolicking. I like
well,
that.
I'm not me hear
Flossing.
and I hearing this thing about oh God, fully done. What the hell is that?
fully done
Yeah,
to mean a good thing.
it's a thing when I hear the kids them talk about now.
That's
Right
good
good thing. Them mobile scammer man them say
Fully done, yeah.
fully done.
Duns like Dunga and some school name and thing. Yeah.
wow. This is where I realized I'm old.
Yeah, the kids.
The kids.
nowadays. So what was I saying about braffing?
You're talking about the silliness of braffing, the fact that some people do it over living actual frugal lives.
Oh no.
money
What that
politics.
says them can't. Them a work one job, but them probably can't
Right,
braff.
yeah,
but
yeah. Out here.
something about that.
Out here in Jamaica,
Money
you
politics.
work one job.
Hmm.
You work one job and you can live a life, but you might not be able to braff. You go America, you work 3 jobs for live the same or lesser life
Yeah.
than you are living out here.
You know what my big thing is? Sorry, little T. My big thing is, right, for the people that move from here to America, especially people of our skin color, right?
Mhm.
Not only are you moving from
You mean
a
the blacks?
from here to a country where you are considered one an immigrant, two a dark skin colored immigrant, 3 from a third world country, you are not just considered like a person because you have like people, which are white people. Then you have the African Americans. Then you have the immigrants.
Yeah.
Like, why would you want to be like
Listen.
third on the wrong?
The only reason I'm in North America, or I want to be in North America,
It's
is
because the bag flips a little better.
no, man, it's because more have a passport. Because you see, all these trips that I take, every time I have to go somewhere, I have to get a visa. I had a passport that was supposed to expire in 2022, and it was finished within 3 years of me getting the passport, because everywhere I go, a visa takes up an entire page.
Big facts.
And
Big
if I
facts.
could have a passport that I don't need all these visas,
It would be
great.
mad efficient.
Yeah,
Thank you,
because
Mom.
Ireland, I wanted to go to Ireland in the World Championships in 2017, and they needed my passport for 3 months. 3 months
To do what?
for me to get a visa for 3 months,
To do what
90
with?
days
To
for
do
them
what
to
with?
put a visa in it.
To do what with? It shipped by boat?
It go to Canada, and then they keep it for 3 months. We had 0 athletes at the World Championships in 2017, because when them finally get back them visa, it was 2 days before the championships, and you can't buy plane ticket and not get no visa, so no tickets were bought, and then by the time it's time to buy, them cost $1 million. But yeah, so the reason like that is why.
Japan has the best passport in the world. Right now.
I'm third. Thank you, Ma.
Japan has the most.
Thank you, Ma.
visa-free
I love you, Ma.
countries
I love you,
right
Ma.
now. Yeah, like over 100 or close to 100.
Japan, USA, Deutschland.
No, sir.
Deutschland.
I mean, with
I
England,
love you, Ma.
England dropping out of the EU, so theirs is going to be less valuable.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
but me and Tina are Deutschland.
No, Deutschland is Germany.
Deutschland is Germany.
Is Germany?
Yeah.
Deutsch.
What is
Deutsch is German.
Is-
fair? I'm
not the
not.
Dutch.
I
Yeah.
But Dutch and
I
Deutsch.
know what they are in
You know,
English.
Dutch and Deutsch sound very similar.
Very similar.
That's
yeah.
why I thought.
Languages,
That's what I
no,
thought.
the languages themselves
Are very similar.
are very
Yeah,
similar.
yeah,
So I'm
Uh,
not.
they
I'm
share
dumb, but I'm
words.
not that dumb.
Yeah, but the Pennsylvania Dutch in America
So what do you?
are actually Germans
Hold on, no,
because
but
they're the
please
Pennsylvania Deutsch.
Please educate me. Sorry, this. Please educate me. What is if Deutschland is not Dutch land, what do you call the Netherlands? Like in their tongue, I guess.
In Dutch?
In
Yeah.
Dutch.
Just like a Brazil.
I don't know. I don't know. Google it, no?
That's a good one for Google.
You can Wikipedia it.
Bob D.
I will tell
Googles.
you.
Bob D. Googles. Nick.
But Deutschland is literally...
Yeah, I'm sure Deutschland
No, I-
is German for
I am.
sure.
I am in no way, shape, or form arguing with you guys. All right.
Yeah. More
I-
football.
I know how
I-
people call the Netherlands
I-
Holland.
Yeah.
Holland is just a province in the Netherlands.
Really?
I learned
I
something.
never knew that.
I learned something about that when I went to the Netherlands. I think there is the Netherlands, and then there are 2 sides called like West
In
Holland.
Dutch
or
is called Nederland.
Netherlands.
Neder
NEDER.
land.
Netherland.
I had
Netherland.
when I swore in as a national person, I guess, to be able to get the passport, I just had to memorize a line. You had one of two. You either had what translates to "I swear before God," or if you don't believe in a God or not a Christian God, you go, "I take this oath." So Tina went, "I swear before God," because she believes in all of that,
In
and
the laws.
I clearly went, "I swear, I'm not, I'm not gonna sell drugs in your land," kind of vibe. But okay, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Football teaches people so much about the world. It's
Yeah.
maybe
That's how
why
I learn everything.
Yep. Football.
That's how I know.
it is my least favorite sport.
I know flags. I know
That's how I know I'm
capitals.
just not in it.
Yep. Flags, capitals.
I can hear a name and go, yeah, man, him probably come from
From-
that country or this country.
Especially
They-
when him come from Croatia.
Based on the
Mm.
last name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the itches are
The
Slavic.
itches and yeah.
So you know they're probably
Mm.
Slovenian, Slovakian, Croatian.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about fighters. Like when you hear Lomachenko,
Mm-hmm. You know he's
that's not
Lomachenko
not
is
from America, my
that's
guy.
not- Russian
That's
or
either Russian or
Ukrainian.
Ukrainian or something like that.
The most American Croatian name is former UFC champ. His name is Bob. See if you can remember the name. Stipe Miocic. That's the most American far out name you find in Stipe Miocic. After that, when you hear things like Magachevov, Sloganov,
Yeah.
Shevchenko. You're like, oh, yeah, you coming out of Russia.
Khabib.
Yep.
Khabib Nurmagomedov. I actually want to
Khabib.
ask your opinion on this.
Khabib.
Did you see the Khabib Conor fight and what spilled out, or did you just see it after?
I just saw it after.
Okay, what's your actual opinion on? I'll build a stage for the people that don't know or people that don't remember. Okay, Khabib and Conor McGregor.
Khabib whoop that ass.
Oh, so bad,
Khabib whoop that ass.
so bad, so bad.
Deservedly so.
Khabib and Conor McGregor had a bit of a whirlwind build-up. During the course of the build-up, Conor McGregor did things such as insult his family, insult his religion, insult his kids, insult his parents, throw a dolly at the bus that he was on, injuring other fighters on the bus.
Then had to flee the country.
Had to flee the country to avoid allegedly certain stuff that he had to pay for. Khabib then during the course of the fight whooped his ass so bad that he was talking to him during the course of everyone going talk now, say something now. Whooped his ass so bad that after the fight of whooping his ass, hopped over the fence
One
to
step.
whoop his niggas' asses.
Dog.
Alright,
How tall is the octagon fence? Khabib do it in one step.
Eagle.
Man took one hop and was over it.
I saw that.
We'll throw it up in
And the
corner
next
somewhere.
step was him stepping in the brother face.
His name is Dylan Dennis,
Yeah.
Conor McGregor's jiu-jitsu coach.
The next step was Khabib foot bottom in that dog face.
The dog whooped his ass, whooped his
Coach's
niggas'
ass,
asses,
whooped his coach's ass.
whooped his niggas' asses. Like, come on, like. I completely understand that martial arts is a discipline sport.
Yeah.
But dog, if you talk shit
You get hit.
about me for months,
Like,
you get hit.
The thing is, right? Like, isn't that how the promotion is?
Yeah,
like
of
that's how
course.
you hype up the thing, right?
I mean,
So
Conor is a cash cow.
that's how Conor does his thing.
Of course, but
all
that's
the
how
time, right?
Conor does his thing.
Yeah.
Khabib blatantly, from a very early time, made it known, I do not do this. I do not.
Khabib don't deal with media.
Don't
Yeah.
disrespect religion. Don't disrespect family.
Yeah,
First two
I
things
think
Conor
sometimes
did.
them need to
First two
just
things Conor
know
did.
what them doing, like know them place. Listen, okay, yeah, there's a time and place, and there are some people who you can do this with, like this brother.
Alright, have we all watched a bunch of media? Have we all watched a bunch of movies? Have we all seen a lot of TV shows? In which TV show ever in your entire life have you seen a Russian be jovial and full of jokes?
Yeah. They
I've
don't play
never
that.
once seen a Russian like be with the jokes.
No.
Russians
You ever see Russia?
bads.
Listen, I actually went to Russia,
And you know them don't know what black people look like.
Nope.
we got stopped by the police,
That was
right? They're
Germany.
like,
No, Germans know black people. Cause them did burn them.
Those stopped by the
Russians
police.
are afraid
yeah, man, we get stopped by the police, and they were surprised.
that you're black.
Yep.
When I ask if you're dirty.
Like, what are we? More
What are you guys?
more like,
Have you not cleaned in a while?
Y'all stayed in the oven too long.
like, what's happening?
Clearly, like, have you guys not cleaned in a while? What's going on?
Even checking in the hotel,
Mm-hmm.
people are kind of like. In Poland, it was like
I've been
different,
Poland kind of right wing still.
but it was better because like though they were like, yo, we haven't seen blacks. Like girls were kind of like,
There's it. Alright. I'm gonna be real honest.
Yeah.
This is real controversial. All right. There's a difference between the
Fetishization.
fetishization of black men, where like people
Jungle
go,
fever.
jungle fever, where people go, oh my god, you're so dark and tall and handsome, versus, dog, why are you dark and tall? It's two.
It's like
different
man just
vibes.
literally did not know that people came in this color.
Bad.
Yeah,
Bad.
for real.
Bad. It's not racist. It's not prejudice.
no, it's just like them legit never know.
genuine
If you are in
ignorance.
Russia and you only watch Russian news, you don't know black people exist.
Yeah,
Genuine ignorance, dog.
yeah, it's true.
Genuine ignorance.
You never leave your fucking village in the Ural Mountains. You only know
You
the other
only
white
know
people
that.
around you.
Nick, remember when we were walking through that big mall, quote unquote mall in Brazil? It was after the whole thing with one of the girls' purse had happened, and we were just walking and we're partying, and we're in the surf rugged outfit store, and one of the women looked at myself, Ashley's a guy, Bradley, and Nick, and said, You're from Jamaica? You guys have planes?
Oh
And
shit.
it was just like,
No,
yeah.
people ask me if I'm living in a tree, brother.
Buds. In with face.
You know,
with
say yeah.
genuine curiosity.
So do you guys like just
Yep.
walk around with your dicks
Coconuts.
out and
Coconuts. For
Your
some
bill,
for,
have
your
sex?
bill playing out a coconut leaf.
for some reason they
That's
think
how you
like
reach some
coconuts
country.
is what we live on, dog.
No, legit.
Like legit.
Naked, walking around with your thing hanging and
You ask them
dangling.
how them feel about boiling all them food.
No, because I wasn't culturally aware yet.
How them
Yeah,
kill
yeah.
people for spices and don't use them.
Okay, this is a running joke that we have on the podcast, right? Those.
Yeah.
Listen to the rest of the episodes. You guys listen to all of them too. All right. There's this thing that occurred in history, legitimately, called the Spice Wars. Right. The Spice Wars was a fight between the French and the Italian over spices.
Spices.
Salt. We make a joke here at the Bamcast that white people literally fought wars and killed generations of men over salt. And still don't season them food.
I still don't see-
And it real.
It real.
Like the FDA, all right, you know, big pussy Donald Trump, right? The
Your best friend.
The American government is in a shutdown right now because he refused to approve the budget.
Longest in the history of America.
Oh, it reached that net, bro.
It's not the longest, no.
Oh, mad. Donald
So,
Trump go
because-
down in a history.
Him doing
For-
everything
Yeah,
himself.
For
everything.
for many and many.
Many
things.
things. Him go, yeah.
Him say him not approve the budget unless him get money for bill him wall. So that the FDA has had to, because there's no government funding for, them said about a quarter of the government agencies, the FDA has stopped some food inspections. So because of that, a lot of the food
I saw
that's
that.
now
I saw
selling
that. I saw that. I saw
hasn't been
that.
inspected.
I saw that. But no.
But
Here's
the way them say it is just like they're telling people, yo, make sure you wash your shit. But the way them say it is like, niggas ain't out here washing them shit. And I saw somebody tweet that they were surprised that white people don't wash them food. And I was just like, no, they don't. Them don't wash them rice, them don't wash them vegetables. That's why when the people water them lettuce with the E. coli water and them go take the lettuce out of the bag and push it straight in their mouth.
Yeah.
Them must get the shit
Them-
in their mouth too. And no, the FDA isn't even looking at
that
the
is
shit.
what blew my mind the most here, Bob. Okay, I wrote.
There was a
Jesus
case
Christ.
one time I see a picture, like, you know them bags of salad, like the pre-big salad in the plastic
Yeah.
bag?
Yeah, the
What's the one?
the garden salad mix.
Yeah. Where there was a fucking like pieces of fertilizer on the leaves in the bag. I might say, yo, big man thing, if you did just wash your shit, you know, you'd have noticed
You
this
done.
before you eat it. But no. You just took it up and started eating.
eating.
There's cases of them finding insects and bugs in there.
Once
Wash
at,
your fucking food.
Once at a
Yeah, them take the chicken out of the
Hold on,
package and
hold
put it
on,
straight
no.
in the pot.
Insects. Stay there.
Yeah.
All right. So we, after a morning run, no one likes morning runs. We get to Burger King. We order food. Everyone, making weight and things. So the food generally is veggie this or salad,
Salad,
that.
yeah.
Or if you're Kenneth, whose metabolism is made from the gods, 1 through 6. All right. So we're all there partying and we're eating, and one of our teammates reaches to the bottom of her food. She knows who she is. She listens to the podcast. And in the bottom of the salad, Bobby B, is a roach.
A whole
You're-
roach, an
A
entire
whole
roach.
A
roach.
whole.
You're
When I
remember
don't
that?
vomit on the people them inside of the Burger King there, see?
Bad. She
I'm gonna go back in the government
she was,
on them, you know.
She was young at the time, right? So she went, ew. And I wasn't wise.
You're a
so,
caveman.
So I just went, yo, that's gross. I've never seen adults before go, we have the bag. Like that, bro. They secured the bag. Okay? Because
Oh, that's crazy.
it was disgusting, man. It was just-
Yeah, it was.
It was a whole roach. It was a whole
It was a
roach.
whole.
It wasn't like
flipping
pata roach.
roach.
It wasn't a little roach. It was a whole roach, my guy. Like, on its back, in the lettuce, at the bottom of the salad. I've been weird. I haven't bought a Burger King salad since then.
Me neither. Me neither.
Yeah, I haven't bought a burger. I make my own salads at
You know-
because I can chop it up At
Yeah.
least I know what's in
What's
it.
in it?
You
Yeah.
know the FDA in America allows a certain amount of insect parts in your food.
You can't actually avoid that.
Yeah.
No, you alright. Okay.
In certain
Okay,
mass-produced
okay,
things like
okay.
big corn and flour. Yeah, grain.
Grain based produced things.
Yeah.
If you ever want to prove this is not
It's
me
an
and-
easily
this is
Googleable fact.
easily Googleable fact. It's not me and Bob making up shit, alright? If you look at big grain fields, right?
Mm-hmm.
Above big grain fields, 100% of the time, they're buzzards or vultures, or as we call them here, jonker, are fly around the fields. Why? It's because the act of grinding up big indiscriminate amounts of field inherently thousands of pounds of bugs, ground nesting birds, sometimes small animals, lizards. So FDA has approved a certain percentage, which is a lot higher than you'd be comfortable with, that there are bugs and lizards in your shit. It's whoops. Every time you eat a granola bar, every time you eat Skittles, every time you eat anything mass
Yeah.
produced.
If you ever look at any food item and say, what is it? Cochineal or cochineal, however you pronounce that word.
Cochineal.
Cochineal, COCHNEAL. That's a
LL.
coloring. Is made from beetles. They crush up the beetles to get our deep red color. So yeah,
That's why some tomatoes
Bugs.
look very poppy.
Let's
Mhm.
have them bugs.
yeah. So we've been eating bugs.
We've been
I
eating
mean,
bugs.
honestly,
Good protein.
all right. So I fuck with food and football. Food wise, right now, if everybody continues to eat well, first of all, if everybody in the world consumed as much as Americans, we'd run out of everything in 50 years. If we
Agreed.
keep
Agreed.
consuming meat at the rate that we are, in fish, beef, goat, chicken, everything, we're going to run out of things even faster. We're going to run out of land. We're going to increase pollution. We're going to overfish the oceans. You know how much fucking methane a field of cows produce?
Yes, I heard about that.
Right?
Heard
As-
about that.
And
As
methane
did
is one
I,
of the
yeah.
more dangerous greenhouse
As
Greenhouse
gases.
did I.
gases. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the day.
Yeah. And then what in like Brazil now? Brazil is one of the biggest beef producing nations in the world. Beef is very important to them. What they do is
Can turn it up.
Okay.
what they do, a lot of the ranchers, they go into the rainforest, they kill indigenous tribes and then slash and burn the rainforest. turn it
Indigenous
into-
tribes of people.
Yeah. Every indigenous activist in Brazil, like prominent one, has been assassinated at some point. Yeah, them don't stay out for long.
Jana.
The ranchers will go in, kill the tribes, slash and burn the forest, and turn it into ranches for cattle.
Yeah.
Right? So in order for food security, a lot of like European scientists at least, because people around the world been eating insects. But the European scientists, because white people like to pretend them discover everything, saying that in order to feed the world, everybody gonna have to start eating insects. Honestly, you get more protein out of say a pound of grasshoppers than you get out of a pound of beef. So I'm fine with the insects. It's just as long as that's what they're grown for. They don't go catch random bugs outside and start naming them.
Okay. What about
Grasshoppers.
also like straight? Just
All right, you remember Fear Factor?
yes.
All those bugs that they ate on Fear Factor
Yeah.
were delicacies
They
somewhere in the
had
world.
to
Yeah.
clear. They had to clear them.
Mhm.
They big up Rogan, grandfather of this podcast.
Yeah.
Only ever knew what podcast was because of Joe Rogan.
Big up to Jerry.
Big up the Jerry anywhere. Big up Brian Redman. Every
Young Jamie.
God damn, that was loud.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Shout out Young Jamie.
Yeah. Everything that they ate on Fear Factor, and when I say ate, I mean drunk, and that includes the horse piss, the donkey comb, everything. It had to be something that was consumed in another part of the world as not a punishment, but a delicacy. Because if it's a punishment, it's federally illegal
That's torture.
to what's the word, to induce, to
To force somebody.
to force it on coerce. There you go. It's illegal to coerce on
Coerce. No H. Don't emphasize your H.
I won't be an ignorant horse. It's illegal to coerce certain things onto people. But if it's a delicacy, meaning if we're sitting here, right, and you're black man, white man, Chinese man, and black man mash them food here, it's not torture.
It's not torture.
You know what I mean? Because we all eat it. And that shit included, bro, Donkey Kong. Now, you might
How do
go,
you get the Donkey Kong? Like,
Jerk off a donkey.
I'm so happy we get to talk about this. No, I'm not. But, it's fun content. Okay. There is,
Probably prostate stimulation.
no,
of the donkey.
but I
Just
said,
hope not, or they have them hump stuff.
do you remember I sent you this link? There
of
is,
donkeys.
no,
donkeys humping.
Of
no,
donkeys swimming.
I sent you a link about the fact that Colombians, there's a village, one village in Colombia. I'll do my Googles in a sec and eventually tell you the name. But you can also, listeners, it's a thing where people have donkeys and raise donkeys for the sole purpose to fornicate with these donkeys. And this is a rite of passage. Like, it's so much so that I only know this because of a Vice documentary on YouTube. It's free to watch. It's called Donkey Making Men, Colombia. Just Google that. It is literally, like how when you were younger, or let me not use any of us specifically, but you know how when younger men bust them ducks for the first time, it's like, yeah, dog, I'm not a virgin. Men would talk about that with the gusto and happiness
Yeah.
about these donkeys, because them sex the donkey.
For them.
And it's not even just little boys. Older men would farm and herd donkeys to sell 9 out of 10 of them. But that 10th one is gold. And it is wild. But these
Donkey-
are things. These are
Donkeys
things.
and goats have vaginas very similar to human vaginas in appearance.
These are things that go on in
That's
our
why people do that to them.
in appearance.
I see.
They
Outside
have
I don't know if it's
no. I didn't. I wasn't sure if I
in
heard what you
appearance.
said.
Yeah, I don't know how far it goes anatomically.
Donkeys
And goats have
have.
very human
similar.
appearing vulva.
Looking.
What is it that goes
That's why
on?
people fuck them.
All right.
And sheep, I guess.
All right, I know there's.
That's why the Welsh fuck
I'm going
sheep.
to dip in a bit because I have to pee. Who looked at a donkey's vagina and a goat's vagina and come up with the fact that that looks very similar to a person? So I'm gonna fuck it.
I don't know if that's why them fuck it or it's just that those are the animals we're herding, but it just so happens.
So you.
Yeah, we have to go back to who was the
so
first
you
person to do it.
slept. So you slept with animals.
You are the
that you herded.
shepherd in the field for months on end.
Bob, you're saying this with
More
like.
companionship.
Hold on, because I'm going to leave here to go pee, and
No,
we'll-
I'm
this will
saying
be
it with
edited
such-
seamlessly. But hold on, Bobby's saying this with a bag of conviction.
I'm
at
saying
me,
it with
like he's
conviction
trying to
because it-
convince me.
No, quite obvious
There
to me.
is nothing in the world that is obvious to me about a person.
No, as in it's
Fornicating with
their
livestock.
motivation is obvious to me. I don't agree with it. I'm not going to go out and fuck animals.
Okay, explain your motivation.
Brokeback Mountain.
Explain your motivation while I dip.
You're lonely and it's the only thing nearby for fuck. And one of the few things humans need to exist, one of the few is what, like 5 things, three to 5 things that we need for life. One of them is sex.
I forgot Tino was here.
Yeah.
7 things. What are those 7 things, little T? I know you need food, you need clothing, you need housing, you need socialization, and you need sex.
We're talking about biology, like the 7 characteristics of life.
No, we're not talking about
No.
7 characteristics of life. Literally, that was what Martin, Maslow's hierarchy.
Of
Yeah,
needs.
Maslow's hierarchy of needs, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all you need in life to survive, really and truly. Everything else is brought
But
up.
listen, you see, the issue is at what point does, because everybody want rights and equal this and equal that, and a lady's going to say, well, is her vagina, she can be a prostitute, and then somebody's a guy's going to say, listen, it's my donkey, I can have sex with my donkey, I own the donkey. Who the hell is you to tell me
That I can't go have sex with my donkey.
That I can't go have sex with my donkey.
Because it's a fucking donkey and you are not a
Right,
donkey.
exactly, right. But you see, I mean, where does it stop? You know, when pedophiles go in and say, "Listen, I just like kids."
Alright, let me tell you something. Me and Martin did talk about this organization one time on a podcast called NAMBLA.
Mhm.
The North American Man Boy Love NAMBLA. The North American Man Boy Love Association. Pedophiles have tried to set up organizations around the world. They're saying that just like how me and you we never grew up and decide for like woman. That was just innate. We just knew that. That was just how it came to us.
Right.
Just like how they're saying them born
Like
with an
in-
attraction to children.
To children.
So we should accept
That-
them.
Exactly.
But no,
But what?
because
That cannot be.
society require rules. Society can't exist without rules, and the rules obviously cannot encompass 100% of the people,
Mhm.
but it encompasses the majority.
Right.
Pedophiles are nowhere near
Are
a
nowhere
majority, and their actions are not societally acceptable.
Acceptable. Yeah.
So just like how you fucking your goat is not societally acceptable, so please don't be doing that. I remember learning about some government shit, Hobbes and Locke, them niggas. John Hobbes said that in order to be protected by your sovereign, by the leader of your country, you must give up some personal rights.
Mhm.
So in order to live under the system that protects you and keeps you safe, there's certain
Yes,
rights
yeah.
that you
have to
must give up, certain personal freedoms that you must give up in order to fit into the system. So if one of those personal freedoms you have to give up is the inability to go fuck a goat, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with that, you probably shouldn't
You
exist
probably
in the
shouldn't
society.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just don't be fucking goats, people, please.
Our donkeys.
Or donkeys or
Our horses.
anything, nothing at all.
Humans do humans. Horses do horses.
Yeah, it's
We could do that.
We don't need anything cross species.
Yeah, we don't need no cross nothing.
Everything blessed.
Next thing you're gonna
stick to
see
your can.
the next one donkey born and like, oh, he has a human head. But
Yeah, I hate seeing them shits on the internet
Some
because
shit.
they're always fake. Just like how them find a half human, half horse, or half human, half pig. Come on out your fucking pig too. But I was saying to Martin, the motivation of the shepherd out in the field, the man lonely.
I'm lonely.
Him just need a warm place. Him find him warm hole and that was him thing.
Ambience, He had the ambience and the time. He had the time, the
Out there in the
ambience, and
fields,
then
under the stars.
it's like, oh, wow.
A romantic night with the sheep.
Matter of fact, it probably stopped looking like a sheep.
Yeah. Dog, Brokeback Mountain, dog. It's two straight man go up on the hill. Them never go up there planning to fuck each other.
Too battish, man.
But
I never watched that movie.
I watched it just to see what the fucking thing was about, because I don't believe watching homosexual media is going to turn me homosexual, as
Of course
most
not.
Jamaicans believe for some reason. As if you see two men kissing, instantly I'm going to
Like-
want that. Yeah, like it going to trigger
going to
something
trigger
inside of me. That, all my
Really
life
don't
I've
trust
actually
yourself,
wanted
huh?
men. No fucking way. I know. I grew up knowing what I wanted. Seeing two man kiss. As a matter of fact, I find it disgusting on a personal level, because I just think man disgusting. And I know from growing up as a male that man disgusting. The fucking, like, even the bathroom at school, there's a line you can see at the urinal. Depending on what time of the day you go to the bathroom, the further the line go back. The man plugged me up to her ass. In the morning, the line is close, because that's where the man them stand up and piss from. But as the day
They
go
come.
on, the line go
Yeah,
further
go
back, because
further
there's
back.
more piss on the ground, so you can't go too close to the urinal anymore.
So Bam's back. What
Yeah.
it is. Is there anything that you guys want to wrap up on before we close the podcast?
Yeah. The world falling apart. And it's like the media now make you pray, and I know a lot of people don't look for nothing themselves. If it's not presented to them in front of them face, them don't know nothing about it. So right now in Venezuela, which is right there beneath us, Venezuela, this is Jamaica news. Our parliament took back the 49% of Petrojam that Venezuela owned. because they do not recognize the President Maduro as him winning his term. They don't recognize him as being legitimate because he actually outlawed the Supreme Court of Venezuela and created his own assembly that would follow his rules and do what him want. Him is living life, going to Salt Bay restaurant while people in
People
the
are
country
getting-
cannot get anything.
As if
Food.
people eating meat out of garbage, like
Yeah.
rotten meat and shit
Yeah.
like that.
You can't get anything in Venezuela right now. Can't nobody no more than me.
No.
Tell you
Eh,
something, dog.
What's in it for me is how people live, you know.
I'm gonna tell you about
that,
rich
you know.
people.
What's in it for me?
Yo,
Money,
I have before.
nothing corrupts
Pause.
like power, you know.
Nothing. Okay,
Election.
but just please let me
People
know.
said that there was a bunch of vote rigging and blah blah. Maduro get him 6-year term. I'm supposed to get sworn in the other day, but some judges and thing formed a new assembly to combat the one he formed, and this opposition guy said he's ready to assume the presidency based on whatever part of the constitution. And today I saw a video of some intelligence services pulling over the brother on the road and taking him out of his car in the middle of traffic, bundling him into the back of a van and driving off with him. The head of the opposition.
With shit on his head? Or
No, they just took him out and threw him in the van and drove off.
hustle and
Yeah.
move.
Mm-hmm. And they let him go a few hours after, but it's a straight dictatorship. And Maduro is blaming everything on the Imperials, so I'm blaming America for everything. I mean, America fuck around a lot in South America and the
Yeah,
world,
yeah.
but Maduro
World
fuck up the
police.
country. Maduro was a
World-
bus driver.
America World Police.
Yeah, Maduro was literally a bus driver before he became president of the country.
How did he go from bus driver to president of the country?
He went into politics from being a bus driver and socialist. So when you're doing socialism, it helps when you're an everman.
Yeah, yeah.
I know I'm.
You're
He was
I
he
know
was
I'm
very
clearly
close to
I know I'm clearly.
Chavez,
I know I'm clearly a silly man here.
and Chavez picked him as his successor. That's how he
I
became
kn-
president.
Okay,
Oh.
okay. I was about
Not
to say,
off of political merit.
I was about to say I know I'm clearly a silly man here, but how does one go from bus driver to
No merit. No, it's not off of
It's-
merit. Chavez
it's-
chose him, handpicked him as his successor.
understood?
And
Understood.
It's been that way ever since. But that
Lus,
is
hold on,
falling
pause.
apart.
Lus, you want to say something?
No, I mean, I was in Trinidad, right? And
Mhm.
Trinidad is right there.
Mhm.
There are so many Venezuelans
Yeah.
escaping, coming over on a boat, and
Escaping.
running into Trinidad. Like the Trinidad government came under some pressure because they were turning them back. And they were saying, hey, people are seeking asylum because of what's going on in there. So there are so many Venezuelans
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, the
yo.
man
in
from
Trinidad.
them-
Yeah.
Trump want money for him wall, so the government shut down.
What
the parks
is-
in America are full of garbage.
what-
The FDA is not inspecting food. People have gone without paychecks from Christmas.
I hear it's going to
TSA, Miami had to close
that.
a terminal at the airport because we never have enough TSA
People
agents.
have not been paid
Since
based on the Christmas cycle.
they got pay stubs with $0 on it. They still got the pay stubs, but the government is shut down, so those agencies don't have a
Don't
budget
get
to pay
over.
the people.
Oh.
So
I-
until the government decides on a budget, and Trump is only holding out on this because he's a child.
Yeah,
Say,
so
nah,
because
but I
that's
agree
what
to
he
it.
campaigned on.
Yeah, the wall.
He
If
campaigned
you
on
don't
the
get the
wall.
money for the wall.
Wasn't Mexico going to build this?
Yeah, so Trump, literally a couple of thousand GoFundMes have been set up by federal employees in America.
What's that joke that's going around on
Is it-
on
Just
Legit?
to fund them life. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
People
yeah,
selling
yeah.
them possessions because
I
they don't
actually
get
knew
paid.
that. What's that
Back
joke?
to school, you know.
What's that digit joke
True.
of $340 per hour? What's that?
That's what Trump allegedly. They're going to pay some ridiculous money to build them wall.
The wall to keep the Mexicans out.
Yeah. Dog, Trump going on a thing and said the immigrants are coming over in cars, the best cars faster than anything the Homeland Defense have. And people started posting memes of the Transformers in the desert.
Of course.
Did
Because
no
what
one
the
post-
fuck is he talking about?
Did
Trump
no
is a
one post
madman.
memes of Mad Max
Dog,
Fury Road?
Trump is a madman, help us, save us.
But
Trump is a madman, help
you see
us
this?
save us.
You
Trump
know
is
what
a
this
madman,
shows?
Help us save us.
that so many people in the world cannot live for a month if them
If them not get
salary
paid,
is
month, 2
removed
weeks,
from them.
But Nick,
3 weeks.
but Nick.
No,
alright.
the boss
Nah,
man only pay you enough
but
for come
hold on,
back.
pause.
you know.
No, I know,
Yes.
and that is what it is all over the world. That's why I'm a bun people who come tell, we might tell you foolish and say, yo, this is not normal or this is not what people do. Go find a job. So
Brother.
that, you know, like like when you do something like this, right? Like even when I was in Trinidad, I was doing this Instagram thing, minutes with
I
Nick
want to
and
talk
thing
about
like
you
that.
about race relations
You know?
in Trinidad, but keep
Okay.
keep
Yeah.
doing.
And I was doing that bit, right? And yeah, sometimes ROI and things need to be more than just money. You get what I say? Like it need to be happiness and joy and thing there.
ROI has different returns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
It
so much
has
people
different
is
periods.
everybody else like, yeah,
What is ROI?
Return
on investment. Everybody are
Oh,
like, yo, me need to make a money off of it if you not make no money. I met talk to one virgin the other day in Canada, Jamaican, as you guys had mentioned, the Jamaican diaspora, and I was telling you that, yo, really and truly, I don't link with a lot of Jamaicans because me and them think different. I like, me I talk to him, say, yo, here's an opportunity we can do. Yeah, we'll probably gonna make some money after 2 years. You know, can make some money, but this is the potential. When I see your part, I don't really want to do nothing. If me I make money, no, you know. Right now, me have to make
A
money.
lot of people see an opportunity and ability to grow a niche as a paycheck, and if the paycheck not showing them money right away,
Yeah,
then it's garbage. But like, Nick,
most businesses make a loss
I
in
know,
like the first year or
but
two.
Nick, too much people pre things as if dollars not attached, if an immediate bank transaction is not attached, then it's garbage. And no, sometimes you just have to bill it, dog.
But like, yo, Trump, I don't. He's
Trump's
an idiot.
Bob's boy.
He's an idiot,
Trump's
right?
Bob's boy.
But it shows how much
Trump's Bob's favorite boy.
people not. But you see, the thing is, the American dream is you can get credit easy over there, you know. And in Canada, you
That
can
is
really,
the American dream.
that-
Credit.
yeah, you get the credit and you buy up things. But you see, the thing is, you see, because them have so much payment for make now, them not get paid for 2 weeks and everybody has suffer.
Yeah, America
Because
is one
them
of the few
need-
countries in the world that can use a credit card, pay a credit card.
Yeah.
How that makes sense?
That's illegal in most other countries.
How are you using a?
How you use fake
using-
money to pay for fake money?
Yeah.
Isn't all money fake?
Yeah, but how you use this plastic money to pay
This-
for that
that
plastic money? Where's the actual? No, there's no actual money has moved.
No,
you know.
no
There's
money
some
has
numbers.
moved. No money.
There's some numbers
But that's
in a
what
computer.
happened with most money now. No money not really moved. you
Just
know?
that which you owe has moved.
Yeah.
God
So,
damn.
with Trump, with the government shutdown, people are suffering at that because them can't get paid because Trump trying to hissy fit over this fucking wall,
This
creating
wall.
this problem about these immigrants. Man, them say how they've found thousands of criminals or people on watch lists coming through in the caravans and thing, when really and truly it's like 50 people out of the couple thousand.
But you know, say America can't do without immigrants, right?
America is literally
America
an
is
immigrant
literally
country.
built upon immigrants.
Exactly. Like if
The
there are
president himself
is-
married to.
to an immigrant, right? Exactly.
He married to.
Exactly.
Him
There-
and him family come from Germany initially. If he's not native, if you're not Native
well,
American, you're
well,
an immigrant in North America.
yeah, the population is what? Predominantly what?
Where?
White in America?
No.
Currently, it's majority white, but
It's-
they
it-
the whites
Majority
will no
white
lo-
by 3%.
Yeah, the whites
Yeah.
will no longer be a majority by 2020. I
Where
think.
are they from? They're from America too.
No, those white people.
No,
are
the
from
white
Europe.
people-
They're from Europe.
Europe.
Exactly. Aren't they immigrants?
You know what I mean?
Aren't they European Americans? Just like we have African Americans?
Dog,
Exactly.
America was a British colony, colonized by British people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't hate immigrants when your country literally built on them.
immigrant. Yeah.
Yo, I've never been so happy to have a lot of shit to edit. Hey everyone, we're wrapping up the Bamcast podcast. Tonight we were joined by the one himself, Eluno. Went a little long, we had a lot of beers, we had a lot of drinks. But we actually covered great topics, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, Dus, tell them where to find you.
Yeah.
Big Brother Dus.
Link me on Instagram, Nicholas.Dusard, or hit me on my Facebook, Nicholas Dusard. You can find me there. Those are what I usually use. I mean, I have a Twitter thing, but not much going on there.
All links will be in the bio.
Yeah.
All
So
links will be in the bio. Worrying on. Co-host as always, Bobby B.
There, big up on yourself, watch your shit, share it with your friends,
yep.
send us money.
California.
Mad.
No, drop in the words. Drop bombs on your moms.
Service and
Fuck car alarms.
Thank you. Why'd you say